Hi, this is Tech Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the chat or wherever you like to let me know things so we can have a wonderful show today. Just a reminder that our show times and all that wonderful stuff is on our website at techreadingsbyandre.com. And we got to remember, Happy Mother's Day. Right, Domino? Where's Mommy? Mommy's over there. So, with that said, hopefully you're going to be having a wonderful Mother's Day, getting together with friends and family and all that wonderful stuff. And don't forget about Mom. Since you're getting together with all the friends and the family. Let's get started with today's show. As we're waiting for more and more people to arrive, Domino's going to stay with us for a little while. Okay. So unless you've been living under a rock and all that wonderful stuff, you've noticed that the Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies is going all over the place. It's doing this, doing that. And mostly we've been trading sideways. It's all been kind of like this. No big ups, no real big downs. And everybody starts to panic. Okay? So, and this is normal for this particular time of cycle, for the cycle. It's a 4-year cycle, okay? So for 1 year, it's not the greatest, but for 3 of the 4 years, it's pretty darn good because you got that happening that just happened, and we got the BlackRock, we got the Fidelity. We have all these other things coming into play, okay? Which is making the market go all over the place. This is normal behavior for the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets moving forward, since everything is, all the other cryptocurrencies are priced in Bitcoin. When Bitcoin adjusts itself, okay, everything else kind of goes all over the road as well, but more so. So when Bitcoin falls a little bit, like 2 to 3%, you see the other altcoins go down 10, 20%, all that wonderful stuff moving forward. So just to let you know, this is normal behavior for the market. This is the time to acquire more Bitcoin. When everybody's crying, that's when I'm buying. Okay? The Bitcoin market, blah, 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 blah. Oh. Ooh. It's time to buy. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys thinking. When everybody else is crying on the news media, that's a big part to play. That's when you switch your mind around and you go, it's time to buy. Okay? When everybody's, yay! Let's see if we can get the fireworks and the party balloons going. It's not working. There we go. Yay, Bitcoin. That's when you kind of stop. Okay. You do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, and you'll make $1 million in no time. Because you have to change your thinking. And BlackRock and all the other large entities like Fidelity, they know the game. They know when you're crying, they're buying. Because they've done this tons and tons before with other assets, other stocks, other mutual funds. Okay? Yeah, buy back better. Perfect. So this is where we have to, our mindsets have to get into this scenario when everybody's crying and Bitcoin's dragging through the mud. This is the time to buy. We just received news that there's a couple new products, and that's going to be one of the things we're going to talk about in a few minutes, that Fidelity is thrown out there. And I made this prediction not that long ago that this would happen. Okay? And of course, I got a little bit of inside info from an old friend that this was going to happen. Okay? So let's throw some cards down. How long is all this roller coaster ride going to be going on for? And I think we did the reading the last show because we missed the show because we're doing out doing family things, me and the wife. That it's about 3 to 4 months. We're going to have this up and down roller coaster ride, giving us plenty of time to get in and buy. Stop waiting for the best price. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, because you're never going to achieve it, and just start buying. Okay? So when is this sale going to be ending? That would be the question. When are we going to start to be going up? I think it's going to, according to the cards, going to be a little later than normal, because people aren't paying attention to what's going on. Okay? So it's going to be a little bit longer than the summer months. I think it's going to be more into the fall months when everything starts that crank up. And this always happens in the cryptocurrency market when we have it after it happening. It's not come right after the moment that it happens. It's always a couple months after. The Bitcoin supply has been cut in half every 10 minutes. That effect won't really be noticed for a couple months after. It's like when you watch the news and they say the stock market's in trouble. And everybody looks, no, it's not. It's still going good. It's always 6 to 12 months after they announce it that everything happens. Every time. Once they've announced it on the news, it's already too late. Okay, to get into that if you're watching the regular news, which is misinformation at the highest. So by fall time, even a little bit before the fall season, I think we're going to have a big explosion in price. This is the time to acquire Bitcoin. This is not time to sit on the sidelines. This is the time to acquire all your Bitcoin, all your cryptocurrencies. Not financial advice. Of course, you do whatever you want to do. But when everybody's crying, you should write this on a sticky note. When everybody's crying, that's when I'm buying. And put it on your forehead so you don't forget. And we're going to be going through this for a short period of time. I know it seems like forever. Oh, it's like been a week. Relax. It's going to be a short period of time, and then we're going to be starting to jump up like crazy, because the amount of Bitcoin that's traded every day is being bought up by the big boys at an alarming rate. I want you to get in there, okay? I want you to get your share of the Bitcoin before it's all gone, because there's some other things that are going to be coming along. It's going to make buying Bitcoin even worse. Let's get into the next thing. Allergies today. Now, big announcements the other day. Banks are buying Bitcoin. They're starting to offer Bitcoin ETFs. This is something that they've been working on for quite some time, because they wanted to get in on the fun. Okay, we all know banks are not in the greatest of shape right now. Okay, so to save their keister, they're looking at ETFs, especially with Bitcoin. Now they got to get the paperwork and all the legality stuff out of the way, so that banks can now offer ETFs. And we had the first one announced, which was JB Morgan, I believe. Yes, JB Morgan can now offer ETFs for Bitcoin. That should be, alarm bells should be going off in your head. Banks and now pension funds are now going to be doing Bitcoin. This is the information that I got from an old friend of mine from Fidelity. He texted me, or he actually emailed me, that they're going to be offering, I think he said 38 products for mutual funds, pension funds, health insurance, life insurance, teacher funds, old age, the amount of products that Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, places that I used to do work with, are going to be pushing out all of these products to the public. That means a whole lot of Bitcoin is going to be bought in the next little while. Hopefully you're getting the hint where this is headed. As soon as they mention the pension funds, it's all that. Okay? In Canada, US, I think in the US it's the 401k is kind of your thing in the United States for your old age pension. Now you can actually put the Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is going to be starting to be put into pension funds, because everything else sucks when it comes to the amount of money that you gain over time, right? It's the rule of 72. If you don't know what the rule of 72, it's a calculation to calculate how interest rates grow. Okay? So if you want to know how long from compound interest your money will grow and double, you divide the percentage of the fund. Okay? Say it's a 1%, a 2%, RRSP. If you're Canadian, it'll take that amount of time in years for your money to double. So if you had a 1% RRSP, which is the normal that you get at the bank, which is not the greatest, and you divide that by 72, that tells you how long that money you have stuck in there will double. 72 years. So hopefully you got a lot of money in one of those, because it's not going to do anything for you anytime soon. Okay? So this is going to be compounded upon in a huge way. So if you're not into Bitcoin yet, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Get into Bitcoin. Not financial advice, of course, but now let's get into the chat as we're talking about all that. Bloop, 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 bloop. We got things blipping and blopping, and here we go. Jenny Wenzel would like a 3-card reading on your portfolio. Much appreciated. Hopefully you got Bitcoin. If you don't have Bitcoin, you're not serious. Okay? Just the way it is. Sorry if you don't, but if you do, perfect. You're on the right track. If you don't have Ethereum, you're not even close to being serious. And it is looking at a lot of the things that you have in your portfolio. You need more Bitcoin. You need more Ethereum. You need more Litecoin. Many of the little cryptocurrencies that you have are not going to be, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Okay? Seriously start thinking about getting more Bitcoin, more Ethereum, that sort of thing. Overall, it's okay if it's in the top 50 cryptos. You're going to do okay. You're going to do okay for the next 4 to 5 years. And then a lot of these cryptocurrencies are going to be disappearing. So make sure that when you're getting some profit from these smaller cryptocurrencies, start shuffling them over into Bitcoin and all that sort of thing. Okay? But overall, you're okay. You just need more Bitcoin. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Will the SEC go after Tether? Yeah. And will be there a dip for Bitcoin. Kind of, sort of. Nobody's really listening to the SEC anymore. Gary Gensler, I think, is lost credibility all across everywhere because he's just a numbnuts. Sorry, Carrie, if you're listening. I don't see any big dip because of Tether. I think people are not really paying attention to that. I think people are paying more attention to the price too much. Oh, the Bitcoin price went down 1%. I gotta sell all. Stop that. Stop doing the fear or falling into the fear mongering. Okay, a lot of people, too much people doing that. When we have that fear mongering, you're going to be buying more. I do think it's going to be affecting the price slightly, but not to the amount that everybody's thinking. The SEC can go over after everybody, but they're going to lose. Okay? Always think of the bigger picture. Okay? Tether is going to be around forever, pretty much. And it doesn't matter all these other organizations coming in after them and all that sort of thing. The only reason that they're going after Tether is they're not being controlled by the big money. Okay? They want to introduce a CBDC, central bank digital currency. They need to get rid of the competition. Okay? And Tether is that competition. It's a much better product with no control by government. Well, some control of it, but not as much. Okay? And that's why they're trying to get rid of any stable coin, because it's getting in on their action that they want to do, so they can ruin your life with their CBDCs. And that's the only reason that they're going after the Tether. I don't see a huge drop in the market for Bitcoin when they do go after them. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. I had a real email from one of my old UK exchanges saying hackers had got to my personal details. Will this be bad for me? Hopefully you don't have all your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Right? Never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. I keep saying this. Put it in your own custody. Put it on your own Trezor wallet. Right? Every time. This is why we do not leave our cryptocurrencies on exchanges. Yes, I do think that there's going to be some fallout from that. So make sure that you're changing all your passwords and all the emails that are attached to everything else so that they can't get access to your other funds. And again, never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. I know it's fun. I know it's easy, but it's not safe. Okay? Never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. I'm going to hit you over the head with that till you figure it out. And then always have it in your own possession. Okay? But yes, change all those passwords and stuff. Should I make the drive from UK to Greece to cross places I live for those days are over? Just fly these as usual. Drive.
Relaxing.
Be relaxing. I don't know how far of a drive that is. I don't know distances between UK and Greece. We took a long trip the other day to Brandon, Manitoba, which is about a 2-hour drive. It's long enough to do family stuff. That's why we didn't have a show yesterday. But yeah, Drive. It's fun. All right. But do make sure that you have all the tools and all that sort of thing in the car for tires and all that sort of thing. Your safety kit within your vehicle, spare tire, wrenches, that sort of thing. Because I do see something happening along the side of the road. But outside of that, it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay? Thank you for that. Buy BTC or a mixture of BTC and altcoins? Yeah. I had planned to sell the altcoins when they rise and buy more BTC. Bad plan? It's not a bad plan. If you're already stuck in altcoins and they're going to be going up along with the rest of the market, and they always go up more than BTC itself, percentage-wise, then you shuffle that all into Bitcoin. When there's the Bitcoin bull run, and we're going to be getting into that in a big way, everybody's going to be a genius when it comes to trading. Well, I bought this coin and it went up 2,000%, blah, blah, blah. And of course, those geniuses don't sell when I've done that. And you just take your profit and you slide it into Bitcoin, and you're going to be just perfect. Okay, thank you for that. Could I please get a 3-card reading on my portfolio? Again, Bitcoin. If in doubt, get Bitcoin. As my buddy Kevin would say at the Bitcoin meetings or crypto meetings. If in doubt, get Bitcoin. Oh boy. I think you're going to have to make some big changes. Overall, the health of it seems to be okay, but you're going to have some situations in the next little while. Now you're going to have those sleepless nights, and you're going to be doing all kinds of weird and wonderful things with your cryptocurrencies because of fear. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do knee-jerk reactions, and that's what I'm picking up for you in the next little while. I think your portfolio is fine. Get some Bitcoin, get some Litecoin, get some Ethereum in there. But don't panic. Yeah, this is you panicking for whatever reason. You're watching too closely. You're not looking at the bigger picture, okay, of the markets. Pull away. You know, you can do weekly, monthly, yearly view of the market and look at the biggest one. Okay? It should alleviate some of that tension that you're feeling. But don't do those knee-jerk reactions. June or July. And it won't be a big one. I think everybody wants this. Oh, it just fell 14%. No, it's like 3-4%. And then it's going to go back up. It's going to continue to do this. Okay? Thank you. This year or next, do you see Binance getting hacked and crypto stolen? The only thing I do see for Binance is governments being stupid. We got to get rid of Binance. They're bad. They're evil. Blah blah blah, and they're cutting into our bad and evil stuff that we want to do. So we got to eliminate them because we want to be the evil guy on the biggest guy on the block. If you catch my meaning, a lot of the news and all that stupidity is just that against Binance. There's nothing really wrong with Binance. It's just the biggest kid on the block, and it's cutting into the business of governments. And this is why they're going after Binance. And so, even though Binance is still the largest exchange on the planet, it's you can only get it in certain places now because of stupidity from governments and the banking cartel. I don't see any hacks really. It's just government interference with the flow of crypto. That's what I'm seeing with Binance. Okay, thank you for that. Can I get SEC filing lawsuit against Ethereum? Oh. Again, get out of here, Gary. And it's going to go well. Ethereum is going to be around forever, pretty much. They're going to be paying their little fine for the SEC, and then SEC is going to be sued, and they're going to lose even more credibility. There's something going on behind the scenes that they're going to be passing a bill where cryptocurrencies will no longer be under the purview of the SEC. It's going to go to that other thing. All we're seeing from the SEC is greed and evil stuff. Okay? And that's going to be going the way of the dinosaur in the next year. Okay? So I wouldn't worry about it. Rune is currently USD 6.10. Will it be one of the top altcoins in the year's next bull run? Now, Rune is the thing on top of Bitcoin, I believe. It's the BRC20 coins. I think that's what you're referring to. It's going to be one of the better ones that's out there. I don't think it's going to be a top 10. But it's going to be up there in the top 50 or something like that for the next little while because everybody's excited about everything, being able to do everything on top of Bitcoin. Okay, you got the stacks, I think is one, and you got the runes, and you got the NFTs on top of the Bitcoin blockchain, and you can do all kinds of little contracts that are on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. Layer 2 stuff. And I think those are going to do very, very well. It's going to be one of the reasons a lot of the smaller cryptocurrencies are going to go away because they have no use case. Okay? Thank you. Some say October will be a bad financial month. But it's in an election year for USA. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be bad. It's going to be, I think Bitcoin is in all that. It's going to be doing okay. The regular market is going to be spruced up by more money printing by the Federal Reserve for a short period of time until the election is done. And then it's all going to go to crap. And that's how they're going to play it. Okay? Thank you for that. I need to make a decision. Do I put my house on the market? You can, but I think you're going to be waiting for some time until it gets sold. Yeah, don't do that quite yet. Wait till the smoke clears and all the markets start to stabilize, which is going to be in 2025. If you really need to, it'll be a really rough ride. Okay. Because the housing market isn't the greatest right now. A bad November, December. It's going to be a little wonky for the traditional market. For the cryptocurrency markets, I think it's going to be doing really well. Okay? Thank you.
That's it.
That's it for today. Okay, smokes. Hopefully my allergies get better and all that sort of thing. That we'll continue to have a show. The show must go on. This Thursday, we're not going to be having a show. Okay, just to give you a heads up. Me and the wife are going to go to Foreigner,
Yes.
right? So she won tickets on a radio contest thing. Now we're going to Foreigner concert here in Winnipeg for Thursday. So we got the Tuesday show, no Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. And then there's going to be a time when we're going to be away on holidays in Niagara Falls. And we'll figure it out from there. But next Thursday, no show. We're going to be, she's as cold as, I can't sing today. But if you know anything about Foreigner, it's going to be a good show. Who's opening? The Headpins. Don't it make you feel like dancing? Don't it make you feel all right? Old Canadian rock band. Go look it up. It's a lot of fun. I think we're going to have a lot of good fun. So no show Thursday, but Tuesday, we're good. If you like personal reading with me, make sure you go to psychreadingsbyandre.com where all that information is there. If you like the personal healing with my Reiki master wife, that information is there as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, not on an exchange, Batman, we have the Treasure Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. If you should happen to purchase one from us, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. With that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.